Hey friends, Stabs here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something that might change the way you look at your website forever. You see, websites are like homes. Over time they get cluttered, outdated, and sometimes they just don't reflect who we are anymore. And here is the thing, just like a home needs more than a paint job, your website sometimes needs more than just a redesign. It needs a full rebuild. And trust me, the difference is huge. A redesign is like changing the curtains and painting the walls, while a rebuild, that's you knocking down the walls completely, reimagining the whole structure so it works for today and also for tomorrow. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a 10-point checklist for rebuilding your website. This isn't theory. These are the steps I have seen businesses use to transform their website into powerful tools that attract visitors, convert leads, and actually support growth. As a matter of fact, this is the same checklist that we use for every website rebuild project on our table at CF Media. And guess what? We've never had a client who has not been impressed by this. So this isn't just a random video full of fluff, rather a good mind sharing a decade experience running a web agency. And here is a fun start to kick us off. According to Adobe, as reported by HubSpot, about 38% of people stop engaging with the website if the layout is unattractive. And also, if your site takes longer than 3 seconds to load, you could be losing up to 40% of your visitors instantly. Crazy, right? Yeah, that's extremely crazy. Without further ado, let's get started into this checklist immediately. Before you tear anything down, you need to know what you're working with. Look at your website design and layout and ask yourself this: does it feel fresh? Or does it look like it is stuck in 2010? Remember, 57% of users say they wouldn't recommend the business with a poorly designed mobile site. So mobile friendliness isn't optional. As well, you need to check your content. Is it relevant? Does it actually speak to your audience? Sometimes the issue isn't that we don't have enough content, it's that we have too much of the wrong kind. Then test performance. How fast does your site load? Tools like Google PageSpeed Insight can tell you, and studies have shown us that every extra second of load time can reduce conversion by 7%. Finally, think about the user experience. Can visitors find what they are looking for quickly? Are your call to actions button clear? If people are bouncing off your site, it's usually because they can't find their way around. This step is where so many people skip, but is kind of the most important. Ask yourself, what's the purpose of this rebuild? Is it to increase sales? Is it to capture leads? Or is it to build authority through content? For example, if your goal is lead generation, then your rebuild needs strong landing pages, optimized forms, and clear call to actions. You also need to make your goals measurable. Instead of saying, I want more traffic, say, I want to increase organic traffic by 30% in the next 6 months. That's something you can track. A rebuild without clear goals is just a pretty website with no direction. Alright, now that you know where you are headed, it's time to plan the journey. Start with a timeline. Make sure you break it down into milestones. It could be something like design, development, testing, and also your website launch. You know why this is extremely important? This would help you keep your project from dragging endlessly. Budget is another big one here. A proper rebuild is an investment. Businesses lose about 2.6 billion US dollars every year due to slow loading websites. If your rebuild solves performance issue, it could pay for itself many times over. Also, don't forget your content migration plan. Are you moving everything over? Are you cleaning the house? And of course, think SEO, keyword research, meta description, and internal linking. All of that should be baked into the rebuild, not added after. Content is the heartbeat of your website. Without it, the design is just decoration. Audit what you have, keep your works, cut what doesn't. Outdated blog posts or irrelevant pages, they need to go. Moving ahead, you now need to create a content style guide. If you don't have any, if you have one, you need to rework this. Decide on tone, formatting, and everything, like whether you need to use Oxford comma. Consistency make your brand feel polished and trustworthy. And finally, plan ahead. Don't just think about launch day, think about 6 months, 1 year, 2 years from now. What blog post will you publish? What videos? What case studies? Because a rebuild isn't just about today, it's about creating content machine that keeps working for you. This is the part that everyone loves, the design. But design isn't just about looking pretty, it's about guiding your users. So start by studying what's working. Maybe your current color scheme is fine, but your typography feels outdated. Or maybe your visuals doesn't reflect your brand anymore. Look for inspiration, but also look at data. 94% of first impression are design related. That means people are judging your business within seconds of landing on your website. Right now, you need to get dirty, sketch wireframes, build mockups, play with color palettes that reflect your identity, and remember, simplicity always, always win. Right now, you need to pick a platform for your website. For most businesses, WordPress is still king. It powers about 43% of all websites on the internet. Make sure your website is mobile responsive, and I think I mentioned that earlier because half of website visitors come from mobile. And if you are not optimized for mobile, you are losing half of your audience. Test across browsers. It's not enough to look good on Chrome. What about Safari? What about Firefox? Have you also seen what your website look like on Edge? Also, don't forget redirect. If you're changing URLs, make sure old links point to new ones. Nothing kills SEO like broken links. All of these look like too much work for you and you don't really have time to make sure you do all of this, you can talk to us at Seok Media. We have a team of experts that can do all of these for you. We can help you plan your rebuild. We will take you through all of this checklist to make sure we deliver an outstanding website that's tailored to help you achieve your business goals. You can check the video description to see a link to talk to us at Seok Media. This step is where the heavy lifting happens. You want to make sure that you are moving your content carefully. You also want to ensure that you double check formatting and accuracy. Broken images or missing text can ruin the experience. Of course, you agree with me that this is a no-brainer, right? But wait until you have maybe 200, 300 blog posts and you want to ensure that nothing is broken, nothing is missing. That is hard work. That's not all the hard work. Always implement 301 redirect. They tell search engines, hey, this content moved from here, so you don't lose your site ranking. That is extremely, extremely important. I'm not sure I can overemphasize that. Okay, now before you launch your website, test everything. Forms, buttons, checkout processes, try them all. Pretend you're a customer, go through the journey. Check the links, check the images, check loading speed. A 1 second delay in page response can result in 7% reduction in your conversion. This is extremely important. You can't run away from it. Even better, get a few friends or colleagues to test it out for you. Fresh eyes always catch what you might miss. Alright, it's time to get excited a little. You must pick a launch date and you must make sure everyone on your team knows this date. Then go ahead to install analytics on your website, heat maps, or tracking software beforehand so you're ready to measure performance from day one. After your launch, it's time to promote the heck out of this website. Send out an email blast, post on social media, maybe even run a few ads. Don't just quietly launch, make it an event. While doing all of this, make sure you monitor everything. If traffic spike but conversion don't, go back and tweak. The rebuild is just the start and not necessarily the end. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, it's a journey that continues. Talking about a continuous journey, here is the past most people forget. Websites are not just set it and forget it thing. They need regular updates, security patches, and fresh content. You must keep an eye on your analytics. Are people still engaging? Are there pages with high bounce rate? And most importantly, listen to your users. Feedback is gold. If they are struggling with something, fix it. That's how you keep your website alive and thriving. If you follow these steps, you won't just have a better looking website. You would have a site that works for your business, your audience, and your long-term growth. Remember, building isn't about chasing trends. It's about creating a strong foundation that can support your business for years to come. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this was helpful, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what stage your website is in right now. And if you're rebuilding soon, let me know which of these steps you are going to focus on first. And also don't forget that if all of this process is so much of a stress to you, you are too busy with work that you don't have time to pay attention to all of these, feel free to talk to us at Seahawk Media. We have a team of professionals that can help you jump on your website rebuild. Whether or not it's even a redesign, we are happy to extend our hand of professionalism to you. Check the video description to see a link to talk to us at Seahawk Media. We'll be happy to jump on your project. Until next time, I remain Dabs. Keep building, keep smashing your goals.